3, 2, 1. Let's do this!
Live from Infochammel Network's High Definition Broadcast Television Center, it's Info Live Now. A public service broadcast signal from Infochammel. Info Live Now presents Oh Canada and Infocanuary, the land down over. Month-long event right here on Infochammel.
Okay, hello viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another Info Live Now, your live Posse info solution. The mass media grimformation and HD TV despair, as you've already seen tonight. We're going to continue our tribute to the second greatest country in the world. Wait, is that right? They're the second
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's, yeah. Oh, well, good for them. That's our month-long tribute to O Canada and Infocanuary. And it's our tribute to the great, I guess, the second greatest country of Canada. It's just continuing this week, and this week, boy, oh boy, we got a real Canadian national treasure. Is it Kurds? No. Curling? No. Burling? No. Folks, this week it's the one and only legendary Kenny Hotz joining us in just a little bit. So you'll want to get all smushy on your Chesterfield with a Caesar and a sack full of toonies. So that's coming up right after, and after we're done talking to Kenny, blabbering at each other, we're going to open up the corporate info line and let you, the viewers and subscribers, ask the great Kenny questions just by using your touch-tone phone. As you see, I'm having a few mouth problems this evening. I think I had a couple too many of those sausages that I was cooking, and it actually glued my lips together. But anyway, it's a great, exciting night. All that and much more. You're watching Info Live Now. Before we get going, I just got to ask you to support Infochammel by liking and subscribing to Infochammel on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and at infochammel.com. Also, our flagship smart TV channel is free on Roku. Download Infochammel, broadcasting 25 hours a day since 2014. Download today. It's a better way to HD TV. Okay, now the time of the show where I get to introduce this program's and the entire network's Posse Information Nexus. She's one of the smallest semi-quantum capable computation devices and is Infochammel semi-autonomous anti-grimformation HD TV hyper switcher. Of course, I am referring to our friend Teleborg. Say hi to Teleborg. Say hi to everyone, Teleborg.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Teleborg.
Yeah, we love having you, and you just basically run the show over there. So how's how are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling real good right now.
Okay, well, you know, last week you were feeling good too. That's 2 weeks in a row that you're feeling good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty good, compared to what's going on, kind of a rough shake in the world these days. But, you look great too. I gotta say, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if someone buffed your case or something, but anyway, looking good tonight. So as it turns out, Teleborg is a big fan of tonight's guest.
Yes.
Going on so far as to offer up one of her free USB ports for peripheral insertion.
Yes.
So you've been a Kenny Hotz fan for quite a while, Teleborg?
Yes.
Yeah, well, okay, that's not surprising. He's a pretty entertaining guy. I just think maybe being a small computer, it's a little surprising.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sure. Okay, well, I get it. But, I see the connection between you two. It might be some sort of electrical connection between you. I kind of felt that. Anyways, all right, before this Maple train leaves the station, we want to make sure that we remind our viewers and subscribers that you, the peoples, can participate in tonight's live program in a number of different ways using Teleborg's live info clusters. Let's check in with Teleborg for more info.
Here is my main info display for the Info Live Now program.
Okay.
You can get various live posi info from the multiple text and image zones.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here you can usually find the info you need the moment you need it.
All right, well, that's good.
Next, I also like to check in live with our viewers and subscribers at Chammel Chatter.
Yeah, we got some people on right now.
Look at all those nice comments.
Yeah, okay, look at that.
You can chat live at YouTube, Twitch, and infochammel.com.
All right, you can chat there.
Lastly, you can draw live on your TV by going to www.infochammel.com/chammelstrater. Take a look at this beautiful live drawing happening right now.
Yeah, not so much a drawing.
We will check in with all of our live participation throughout the show.
Okay, well, that's right. Teleborg will be checking in back in with you to see who's chatting, who's drawing right on their TV with the Chammel Strater. Looks like we fixed it this week, folks. I can see right here, there's live drawing going on right there. You can see like someone's drawing in a black or, like a black pencil or something. But yeah, you can draw right on your TV. We'll be checking in through the night on there. But you can also be part of the live show later on by calling into the phone lines later in the show. But only call in when we say, because otherwise your call will be forwarded to an alternate dimension. But yep, call in later. The lines will be live in the show later after we do our interview with the great Kenny Hotz. It's coming up real short. So Teleborg, you told me before the show that we have 2 world premieres.
Yes.
Okay, these are promo premieres. This is exciting. So let's do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break and give our viewers and subscribers a sneak peek at these 2 world premiere promos. That's, if you're an infochammel fan, this is something you've never seen before. Just a little promos coming out at the top of the year. So after we watch these short promos, then we'll come back and we'll be talking live with our guest, the great Kenny Hotz. That's coming up right after these promo premieres. You're watching Info Live Now.
Start a higher level video education without even looking at your TV. Smart, informative, and with 100% free hypno learning. Infochammel, the world's only non-direct viewable HD TV knowledge source with satisfaction enhancement. Strive forth with Infochammel.
Infochammel. Endless variety, unlimited satisfaction, maximum positivity. Infochammel. It's all good.
Okay, viewers and subscribers, you can hold right onto your trousers or slacks or your sauna pants or whatever you might be wearing. Maybe they're terry cloth shorts. I don't know, but whatever they might be, they just might fly the freak off right now with this next exploder of a madman hailing from our great neighbor with the manicured lawn to the north. I don't know where to start with this bad boy good guy, but he's truly a scrumptious handful of delicious candy, except for it turns out this candy is the Hot Peppers novelty joke candy, you know, just to match switches. So now you know our next guest, unless maybe you live under a rock or some floorboards, or you never watched the TV or had fun before. Because for your sake, let me introduce this slap shot of a power slapper by smooshing down the nutshell lowdown for tonight's esteemed guest. He's best known as Kenny from the long-running Comedy Central television program Kenny vs. Spenny, which has been called one of the top Canadian TV shows of the 21st century. That's the future, and was aired for years and years into Canada, U.S., and around the world. He's created other shows such as Testies on FX and Kenny Hotz's Triumph of the Will. He's written, produced, and performed for Device Media. He's been a writer for South Park. He's acted in films such as Zack and Miri Make a Porno and The Chickening. He's a restaurateur in Toronto and started out as a Gulf War news photographer. Wow, that's a lot of cheese and sauce in this calzone. Info Live Now viewers and subscribers, please welcome the model Canadian citizen and sometimes nude, the one and only, and the only one juicy and delicious, Mr. Kenny Hotz. Kenny, thanks so much for joining us tonight on the program. Hi, Kenny. How you doing there? Yeah, I think our thing is frozen or something. I think you have one of those frozen treats. How are you, Kenny?
I hear your wife is. How am I?
She's frozen.
I'm on the show. How do you think I'm doing?
Well, you know, it's so great to have you on the show. You know, Kenny. My lips is broken. Tell us how you've been holding up with this pandemic garbage, and you know, what you share with our viewers and subscribers, something that you might even consider a positive twist to this mess that has been bestowed on the peoples of the world, or is this just grimformation all around?
Well, you know what? Truthfully, I have to say that I did have the cocoa.
Oh, God.
I did. I had it. It was very mild. I basically had the sniffles for a few days. And now I'm immune and can kill old people with my hork. So
I like it.
15 grand, I'll kill any of your grandparents and you can have their cottages.
Okay, with your hork. That's pretty impressive. It seems like you might have even gotten like an extra power out of this COVID, you know, or was that something that was already going on with your hork?
I could lick a doorknob. That'll do it too.
Okay.
Or just send you a vial of my baby juice.
Okay, you got baby juice, do you? Okay, well, right off the bat, you know, I don't mean to beat a moose to death because I'm sure you get a lot of these questions over and over and over and over and over. But let's get them out of the way regarding your classic TV show, Kenny vs. Spenny. First off, the show's a real hoot. And if there's any of these little chili peppers out there that may be too young to know the show, because maybe, you know, it's been a few bozo years ago, but you can check out a whole bunch of them at Kenny Hotz on YouTube. Here's a quick sample clip of the show that our producers, they put together here. Let's take a look at a little clip from Kenny vs. Spenny. Here we go.
Since the beginning of time, mankind has been forced to compete for survival. Kenny versus Spenny.
Slower, Spencer.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I don't really know you that well, but could I take you out for dinner? We'll have a quick bite.
Ow! Oh, no, stop! Stop! Don't move. Just do the crab walk. Go. You got I'm supporting us at the front. Kenny, go.
Okay, well, okay, so most people would be familiars already, but the cruxes of this show has using your pal Spenny, doing these bizarro contests. I got to ask you, when you're doing all these type of wacko stunts over the years, which was the ones that when you were doing it, you maybe thought in your mind at the time, maybe this particular activity is not particularly a good idea, as it turns out?
The reality is, when I didn't think that, I was doing something wrong. It was a genre piece. It was in an era where Tom Green and Jackass had come out. I kind of start the show with us in the gladiator ring because the audience is sick. They're horrible, fucked up, terrible, really twisted, and if we didn't do something that was just so insane, they wouldn't have watched, and that's what we did. They wanted us to suffer. We had to be in pain, and being the top Canadian show in the 100 years,
it's crazy. Hard. That's just a beautiful thing that this crazy show, it goes number one and it goes number two. The other number two,
number three.
Yeah, it goes number 3, which is like number 1 and number 2. Which
what's sad is people don't. I have Van Gogh where people don't really know how incredible the show is. They do, and it went all over the world, and we got very lucky. But it's not some gross out show, and people have confused us with, Jackass or some other types of shows. But our show was really Bert and Ernie 2.0. It was The Odd Couple. It was the first reality sitcom, and I'm pretty proud of that. Even when we were pitching the show, there was nothing. Like the Osbournes weren't even out, so I pitched it as a comedy documentary, and I used to call it a cockumentary because it was like a male-driven comedy doc.
Yep.
But it was pretty unique when it came out, and we got very lucky that we got to do it. And my job was to get canceled every episode. That's what I did. And fortunately, we never got canceled.
It's almost kind of hard to believe when you see some of these show titles or whatever, who can create the most semen or whatever it is.
First of all, I wanted us to be stuck in this milieu of just horrible television garbage. And we were actually these smart guys who were pretty nice, non-racist, non-homophobic, and I wanted us to be in the worst case scenario, doing the worst possible things. And unlike these other shows, like, even Tom and Jackass or, some of the other reality genre pieces, we didn't want to do it. And the more torturous it was for us, the more the audience enjoyed it. And what happened was we ended up hating each other, Spenny and I, and the more we hated each other, the better the show got. So.
Right. Oh, well, that's, too bad that happened. But hey, if anything for the big show, I guess. But it sounds like, well, we'll get to what happened with you guys. So after the show ended, Kenny versus Spenny went on. You guys went on a 100-city live tour. This is in the last few years, I guess. And then just like last month, you released a new CBC TV special called Pandemic. So it's like the world's still can't get enough of this Kenny versus Spenny. So hypothetically, let's say this continues to go straight into the future, with the space travel, and you guys are probably all cybernetic at that point, and your brain is uploaded to a robot or whatever. Well, what do you think in that worlds would be a good futuristic challenge or humiliation for you twos in the computer cyber coliseum of the future?
First of all, you're trying to make me sound like I've been doing a lot of work. I've intentionally been doing nothing for about 10 fucking years, which has been a lot of fun, except, wanking to porn and trying not to eat too much steak,
Why not too
basically.
much steak? That doesn't register. But anyway, go ahead.
It's bad for you. But the only reason we got this new special COVID special on the CBC is because there was a fucking global pandemic. It actually takes the worst plague in the history of mankind to actually give us a gig. So, you know, I basically milked it and bamboozled the show out of it. But be careful what you wish for, kids. You know, it ain't just Weinstein and Charlie Roses, if you know what I mean. Google that.
Right. Well, that's for sure. Maybe you dodged a bullet with a couple of these crazy things you were doing. You know, it was a different time back, just not even that long ago when you were doing the show. You know, speaking of the future, I had heard you were in.
Yeah, I didn't answer your question about the future.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do when you guys are robots, or you know, this is like 100 years in the future, Kenny versus Spenny? What's a good challenge or a humiliation or something for you guys now that you're futuristic?
I'm gonna get my robot dogs to eat immigrants.
Okay. That sounds good. The immigrants probably are from, Calon 9 or something. One of these
Zeblock
planets.
7.
Yeah, you know, those guys are kind of, you know, they're stinky. You know, I'm not gonna judge, but
salty.
They're salty.
Very salty.
I'll say so. You know, speaking of the less future, not as futuristic as we just was. I heard yours in the early process of putting together a new show with Kenny, with Spenny, with this big car mama. Can you talk about this? Did you give us a clip or anything on this? The big car mama?
Car mama?
Yeah, you got the show you're trying to get together with Spenny. It's called the Bitch Karma. Bitch Car Mama.
No, I gave you a trailer that I did, which is called Bitch Karma, about Spenny getting his just desserts.
Okay.
Which, you know, maybe Al Jazeera will take it, or, you know, if Musk ever buys a fucking network, he might be crazy enough. But
I used to work with Al Jazeera.
Listen, I only do shit when it is next level. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, and it's got to be the craziest fucking, most insane show ever. And it's very hard to get those shots. I've had a few of them, and I've been lucky. And but.
Well, geez, that testy show, that was definitely testing the waters as far as how far you can go, just like the Kenny versus Spenny, and then maybe this big bitch karma, I guess it's called. So there's no car or mama, I guess, in that. It's just you guys trying to get the just desserts or whatever.
Every show I do has a car and a mama in it.
Okay. Well, you want to take a look at that clip, or you want to see...
yeah, show it. I've never showed Bitch Karma before.
You know, this is just a short... we had some of our producers get this down to 77 seconds, so it's a little bit shorter, but let's take a look. This one's called... it's not Bitch Karma, as it turns out, or Car Mama. It's Bitch Karma. Okay, here we go. Let's look.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let me tell you who's on the program this evening.
From Kenny versus Spenny, please welcome
Kenny Hotz.
Kenny Hotz.
Kenny Hotz.
Kenny Hotz and Spencer Rice.
The concept of the show was really simple. Two best friends competing in insane weekly challenges, and whoever loses the challenge is subjected to a humiliation. But you know, when you have a camera in your face every day for 10 years...
Ow! Don't touch me!
It creates problems in relationships.
Idiot!
I don't know whether he stopped being friends with me or I stopped being friends with him, but he just split. No more Kenny and Spenny. I've been protecting you my entire life. Every time you don't listen to me, you get screwed.
I can't even believe that we're filming this.
This is a surreal moment for me, man. It actually makes me feel good.
He's like the brother I never wanted. Sometimes I hate his guts, but deep down, I love him.
And if this is a new chapter, let's turn the page.
Okay, well, that was pretty good there.
Right, thanks for cutting all my art up. That's really nice of you.
Well, that's our producer, Tony. You know, he's like, you got to come in under 77 seconds. Apparently, there's some kind of a rule, and you gave us, I think it was 255 seconds, so we had to trap it. You had to do it at chop down at a 77. But I think you maybe get a...
Your wife tells me that's the same rule in your
It's
toilet.
true. It's true. I do got a 77 rule with my darling Susie. But, other than that, just 77 all around. If you want to do anything else on a bitch karma?
If anyone ever lets me do anything, I will be extremely excited, and I will kill myself trying to entertain you fucks.
Well, geez, that's going a bit far, but okay, well, I get that.
Hey,
all right.
Whoa, look at that.
I know, you're
What the hell is going on there?
Sometimes you just don't have
I
any
had to
clothes.
shoot that in IMAX so I could get the cock in.
Sometimes I just, you're pretty...
Actually, I shot that in Thimax.
Oh, you got that IMAX, huh? That's pretty, that's an expensive format. You need at least three ties to put on there. Okay, well, let's move along. Kenny, it's in your quest to become the best. You met a lot of notable clowns out there. For example, you met the Pope, Ronnie Reagan, Babs Streisand, Yoko Ono, Iggy Poppers, Johnny the Rotten, the Fonz, Alberto Boom Boom Pacino, and very much most notably, Charles Nelson Riley, easily one of the greatest icons of the 1970s and 80s. Without this guy, Match Game basically, went right out the window. I mean, Radar from MASH, who cares about this guy? So I was wondering, what would you describe, could you describe one or two of these interesting celebrity encounters that you've had over the years with all these things?
Well, it's funny, I'm kind of like Forrest Gump, and I have the weirdest interactions with some of the most notable celebrities in the history of my history. And talking about Radar, fuck Radar, but I walked into an elevator once and Honeycutt from MASH was in there, not that I really cared. But I will tell you something, and this is exclusive news.
Okay.
That, extremely recently, a few days ago, I was driving down Ossington in Toronto, and a fucking guy runs in front of my car with like big wavy hair in a pink velour tracksuit right past my car and starts punching out some fucking hipster in front of me, and it was Aquaman, and he was Moana or Maui, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, sure, Maui, Moana.
Yeah, and the guy who plays Aquaman, and he was just on the street in Toronto, right near me, near my house. And this hipster guy took a picture, and he started pounding him. And I swear, if I had my camera going, and I filmed it, because I was so freaked out, I would have made $150K on fucking TMZ. But that was right. I almost ran him over.
If you run over Aquaman, a whale could end up taking you out, because they got a pact. He has a pact with all the creatures of the sea. So you might want to just be careful around that guy. If you happen to see him again, he's got like squids and the megalodons and all that stuff.
Plankton.
Plankton. They'll go right in your eyes or whatever.
Those things stink.
Yeah,
spirulina.
All right, so let's see. In addition to being a professional television, yous have also produced and directed some interesting independent micro-budget movies.
Correct.
Such as Pitch, starring Al Pacino, and The Papal Chase, starring His Holiness the Supreme Pontiff the Pope. I'm wondering if yous have any advice for the youths out there that want to make a movie and they need a big star, but let's say they only have $14 or $15. What are you got any advice for these youths?
These rats are trying to milk my shit. Yeah, I got some fucking advice for you. Just some fucking advice. I love you. I love you so much. I would just say, don't fuck it up. If you need advice from anyone, you're an idiot. It's not like Tarkovsky or Riefenstahl needed advice.
Right. That's good.
Just
I like
do it.
Just
make
do
it
it.
great.
Just do
Don't
it. I like
don't
that.
listen to anybody. Go with your instincts.
Don't even listen.
Just
Like
you put on mascara on YouTube and make 150K a week. That's what I would do. If I had to do it all over again, I would just put on mascara.
Do the mascara, yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's, why not? We live at the new economy we got here. All right, so this one's, as you know, Kenny, Americans, maybe you don't know this, but Americans believe that your great country is essentially run by the lovely Queen of Lizard Breath II. She's on the money. She's got the honey.
How dare you?
And
how dare you, sir?
Well,
that is our Royal Majesty, our Highness.
Exactly. No, I'm trying to show her some respect here. So you being a Canadian icon, freaking TV legend that has vomited on international television numerous times, do you think it's possible that someday, hopefully, before Queenie kicks it, that you could become one of these knighted ones and become the Honorable Sir Kenny Hotz? Is that a possibility, maybe?
First of all, I'd like to thank your research department, but I already am honorable. I already have an award from the Governor General.
Oh, beautiful. I did not know this. Teleport,
yeah,
did you know? Did you know this?
Yes.
She knew it, but yeah, she didn't tell me for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, because she's fucking AI, you know what I mean?
She's got an A in her eye, maybe. But so what is this honor that you have? Does it have a thing that you put on your name, like sir?
Well, I offered my honor, and she honored my offer, and it was honor and offer all night.
Beautiful. Okay, I got another Canadian question for you. I don't know if this is true, though, but Justin, is it true, though, that just in case Canadian prime rib Justin Trudeau is Trudeau with the politics, then what do the Trudeau do then to be true to the great country of Canada?
Well, I will never fuck with anyone in power. I am a star fucker, and I would literally toss his salad for nice house in Whistler.
Beautiful. Okay, well, yeah, don't mess with that daddy. Don't slap a papa in the eye, because he's got those. He'll send those Mounties down, with their horse pants, well, and they'll slap you with the.
You know why they're called Mounties? Because they do.
Oh my gosh, Kenny, you cut off. I think the Mounties have control of the signal or something, because just as you were talking, are you back? Are you here?
I'm back.
The aliens have gotten your brain or something. That's pretty impressive.
See, that's what happens when you mention Trudeau on our internet.
That's what I'm saying. You brought up the Mounties. The signal goes haywire. And,
I said they're called Mounties because they do a lot of mounting. Mostly they're horses, but...
Yeah, they take their dead horses and they mount them? Is that what they, like on the wall or something?
On the wall, on the kitchen island.
Well, Kenny, we want to thank you for stopping in with us at Info Live Now. Give us a lowdown on your plans for this year. Plug the plugger on anything you want to plug. And then please tell the people's the best place where to go when they want the hottest Kenny Hotz that is currently available.
Google it.
Google. I like it. So you're on Google now. So you're just you got it all going on the world's largest website. Well, wow, there you go, viewers and subscribers. The one and only Kenny Hotz, definitely the hottest Kenny in show business that appears that happens to be a real person and does not play saxophone like Kenny G and happens to be younger than Kenny Rogers and more popular than Kenny Loggins. The great Kenny Hotz. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out his stuff online at KennyHotz.com. Google, apparently he's on, and YouTube, Kenny Hotz, for all the socials. Kenny, thanks for all the goals and the slap shots. We wish you all the greatest colors on your screens in the year ahead.
It was an honor being on your infochammel.
Well, all right. The honor was ours and Teleborg's as well. Okay, folks. Wow, what a bunker right on the dome. That's a lot of juice in the sandwich there. All right.
Juice?
Yeah, the Jews in the sandwich. At least one in this particular sandwich. All right.
Well, that's going to make me feel awful. Tuna sandwich.
Hey, okay. After these messages coming up, get your touchstone telephones ready for live call-ins, and that's coming up right up next year on Info Live Now. Oh, Janida and Info Canuary continues. That's coming up right after this.
Hey you! Are you ready for the #1 Hypno TV channel in France and the world? It's infochammel, a free public service where powerful subliminal info reroutes your involuntary brain functions while your conscious state enjoys minimal text screens and digital quality 16-bit production music. Imagine yourself in a soothing bath of powerful cosmic television frequencies. That's infochammel. Don't be an idol. Watch infochammel now.
Aufgepasst Deutschland, hier ist das neue HD-TV. Das ist wie Wiener Schnitzel mit Techno-Beilage. Infochammel, der Nummer 1 HD-Channel weltweit. Vergiss das Internet, vergiss das Fernsehen. Du stehst voll bis zur Lederhose im Informationsstrudel. Schalt es ein. Infochammel, jetzt.
Info Live Now presents O Canada and Info Canuary, the land down over month-long event right here on Info Channel.
Okay, folks, well, we're back. That was a whopper of a chat with our esteemed guest, Kenny Hotz. He's still here. Kenny, how you doing? You hanging tough?
You got the hanging part right.
Yeah, he's not. You don't look tough, but hey, well, so Kenny's agreed to stick around for some live calls from you, the viewer. Now, here's how this is going to work. You calls in, you gives us your name and where you're calling from, and you ask a question to Kenny, and then we say goodbye, and you listen to your answer off the air because Kenny can hear you, but you can't hear Kenny. So that's what we're going to do. You got that, viewers and subscribers, so you have your question ready for Kenny when you make the call. You ready to douche this, Kenny?
Let's fuck.
Let's douche it. Okay, Johnny, give him the number and tell them where they can call to ask Mr. Hotz Pants over here a question.
You can call Info Live Now and talk to Kenny Hotz and ask him any question you want at 747-227-4748 in the United States of America. Right here on Info Live Now. That's 747-227-4748.
419-859-8554. 675-244.
5455954. 4995554. I can't tell if this music is ringing or. All right, let's give him the number again, Johnny. Oh, there we go. Let's see who's on the line and for you, Kenny, and we'll see if they got a question for you. We'll go from there.
Hey, thanks for calling Info Live Now. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name's Vic, and I'm calling from Rochester.
Oh, Rochester. That's where the history of rock and roll is from. What's your question?
That's Spencer's boyfriend.
I want to know if Kenny Hotz has like a beef with Stuttering John. It's like that Stuttering John's been trashing him nonstop. So yeah, I just wanted to know.
Very good. Did you hear that, Kenny?
Well, I'm surprised he can talk with his mouth full.
Okay, so you did hear the question. Thank you for calling. All the colors to you and Hail Ferner. Goodbye.
All right, so he asked if you had a beef with Stuttering John, and you did hear the question. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
You don't think so? Not on your end, but
He's trying to get me on Stern, which I highly appreciate.
While we were waiting for the call there, I saw some people had wrote down some questions, and one of them does say, "Did you ever do Howard Stern?"
We kissed. I wouldn't say I did.
You didn't do him, but you kissed him. So that's kind of a small do. And then another question was, do you is there a possibility you might crowdfund a season of more of this Kenny Spenny or one, Bitch Karma or one of these new things?
You know what? Our fans don't really have much cash. I'll do 1,000 more episodes. I just want to destroy Spencer on camera. I'm in. If there's a rich shake out there that wants to, do season 7, fuck, let's do it, bro. Get me out of my fucking house.
Yeah, get the shakes on it. I agree. Johnny, give him the number so we can talk. We got questions here live for Mr. Kenny Hotz. Could be about, just about anything. Let's give him the number, John.
You can call in the USA, 747-227-4748. Call and ask Kenny Hotz a question right here on Info Live Now, 747-227.
You should change it to the Jew-SA, if you know what I mean, Zog.
Right here in the USA. Back to you, Info Bob.
Hey, looks like we got another call here. Let's see who this is. Kenny.
Who could it be?
Hi, thanks for calling Info Live Now. Can you please give us your name and where you're calling from?
Hi, yes, my name is Zechariah, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay, Zachariah, and what's your question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
Hey, Mr. Hotz, I just want to let you know that I'm a huge fan of you and Spenny both. Spenny's a douche, but you're still a badass. Anyway, my question is, do you still smoke cannabis? And since it's legal in Canada, do you still smoke it at all?
Thanks,
doing
Zachariah, and we'll talk to you soon.
I'm doing micro doses, like the most insignificant squirts of like weed oil, but I haven't eaten bread in like 2 months because it's been getting me so fucking fat. I've been living on Doritos and gummy worms, and I don't know.
Wait, there's a difference between bread and
weed's making me fucking huge.
There's a difference between bread and Doritos on the weight loss side over there. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't want to. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's the powder on the chips is how you lose weight, and the chips. You said you're eating only corn. I don't understand that, but how does that work?
Well, the corn hole, you know what I mean, bro? I'm living on fish tacos and anchovies. Wink, wink.
Okay, well, so that kind of corn hole. Another thing I was going to say is, they're making utensils and stuff out of corn these days. Would that be something you might eat if you wanted to keep on the diet? You eat the actual utensils because they're made out of corn now.
I want to just punch you fucking hard in the face.
Okay, well, good luck with that. You're over 3,000 miles away. But if you got the long arm of the Kenny, maybe
But I love you.
Well, I love you too, my friend.
I want to kiss you. I want to taste you.
Well, we'll talk about this after the show. I know that Teleborg had something that she wanted to discuss with you. That she had left an open USB port. Potentially, if you had a peripheral or something you wanted to put in there. She was
like floppy disk.
Well, I'm not sure she has a floppy slot.
No.
Okay, she doesn't, but she does have the USB. If maybe you later.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
Johnny,
should like my hard drive.
Yeah, the hard drive will work on there. I think that's
okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let Johnny give him the number. The number if you want to call to Kenny Hotz, 747-227-4748. Kenny, we got a call. Let's see who it is.
Oh, I can't. This is so exciting.
Hey, what's your name and where you're calling from?
My name's Vic, and I'm calling from Rochester.
Hey, Vic, that's great that you're calling for a second time. You got another question for Mr. Kenny?
Yeah, I want to know if Kenny Hotz would ever go on Who Are These Podcasts? It's like a podcast review show. I think he'd do great on it. They have guests. I'd love to see him on there.
Yeah, okay. I'm on this shit show with 100 fucking people. I think I'd be on something much bigger.
Okay, thanks for calling, sir, and all the colors to you, Hail Ferner.
I'm not sure if The View has more viewers than us. The people, when you look at it, there's only 4 people sitting down.
Yeah, I got a view for you. You know what I mean?
I might have already seen that.
Teleborg 1 semi-autonomous HD TV
Okay, Teleborg. She's going a little crazy here. We got a call for you, Kenny. Let's see who this might be.
Okay.
Thanks for calling Info Live Now. Do you have a question for Mr. Kenny? First of all, what's your name and where you're calling from?
This is Allison from West Georgia.
Allison, please tell us your question for Mr. Kenny Hotz.
I was just wondering what the deal is. I can take my answer offline. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks for the question. We'll figure that one out. Hail Ferner to you.
What did he say? He said, what's the deal?
He wants to know what the deal is.
Yeah, what is the deal, Kenny? Come on. After all this time, we've been blabbering
The deal
on with
is
100
I can
people.
only have sex with women who've had babies. All right? So...
You're saying you like
got
to
the
do
cash,
this?
Get the gash. You know what I mean, bro?
Okay, yeah. Like, is this a new... it's a new slogan coming right out of Toronto just from seconds ago. If you, something about the gash and the slash. Is that right? I only caught it partially.
Any slash becomes the gash.
This is Teleborg.
Teleborg, yeah, we get it, Teleborg.
Autonomous.
She's having a nervous breakdown over here. Let me get the call for you, Kenny. Let's see. We got a caller.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for calling Info Live Now. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Carl. I'm out of Philadelphia. I just want to know, how many cats is too many cats? I'll take my answer off.
Okay, great. Hail Ferner to you and all the
Hail
colors.
Ferner.
Okay.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna fill your Delphia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna fill. How many cats is too many cats?
One.
Hey, I might agree with that one. Let's see who this is. Oh, damn! We just missed that caller.
Me now. I'm trying to act cool, but I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah, no, we know that you're the bad boy, good guy. That's
you told me to act mean.
That was Teleborg that said that, and
yes.
you know she's kind of a tough lady. Look, there's the naked Kenny. All right, let's get the let's see who this is.
You're giving me seizures.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Abby from Vermont.
Hi, Abby. What you got a question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
I do. Actually, I have two. First, my question is, what's your favorite thing about Spenny? And my second question is, can I bear your children? And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for calling, Abby. All the colors to you.
My favorite thing about Spenny is the fact that he is the worst person on earth. And you can't bear my children because you can't get pregnant in that hole.
Plus, I don't know if you've ever done it with a bear, for that matter. All right, let's see if we got another call. It's coming in for Mr. Kenny Hotz. Let's take a listen.
Thanks for calling Info Live Now. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Coco from Kokomo.
Hi, Coco from Kokomo. You got a question You got a question for Mr. Hotz.
This is Teleborg. One
I was wondering,
yes.
Did you know any ghosts ever?
This is a Canadian question. Did you know any ghosts ever? I can tell by the way it was phrased. Is that correct? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
Okay, you betcha.
Okay.
All the colors to you,
Okay.
eh?
All the
Yeah,
colors.
you know,
Okay. Bye.
First of all, I'm about to meet one of them, your husband, baby.
Hey, you got a chuckle out of Info Bob here. There's another call coming in.
Hi, thanks for calling Info Live. Now, you got a question for Mr. Kenny Hotz. First,
do.
What's your name and where you're calling from first? I'm sorry.
Yeah, my name is Stan Halen. I'm calling from Virginia in the United States.
Yeah, the land of virgins.
And
go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So my question is, I want to know if there's any chance of a Testes season 2 coming out.
Ooh, I like this one. Okay, very good.
Listen, I love Testes. Nobody knows about it.
All right.
To me, it's the second greatest television show in the history of America.
This is Teleborg.
Teleborg,
yes.
Go buy some Bitcoin and buy a network.
Yeah, this Testy show, you know, I had a clip, and I don't know where the clip is now. We were going to mix it in, and this show, I didn't see it when it was on. What a crazy show. It looks so funny. Okay, so let's get another call here.
It was too crazy.
It
too
was
crazy for
definitely
the world.
too crazy.
Now the world is crazy. It was 10 years ago.
I know.
Now it's crazy enough.
What's your name and where you calling from? Thanks for calling Info Live now.
Hey, I'm Assam. I'm calling in from California. I wanted to ask, so a lot of people are always asking you for season 7 of Kenny versus Spenny, but have you guys ever considered doing other projects together? For example, Pitch is one of my favorite movies of yours, and I loved you guys in it. So would something like that be a possibility, or do you just hate him too much? Thank you.
I love it. Thanks
I
for
think
calling.
the more I hate him, the better the show. When we just did the show Paldemic, just download it on fucking the peer-to-peer networks. But yeah, I want to do shit.
Paldemic, that's out now. It just came out
in my gorgeous mansion. Get me out of here.
Paldemic came out in
fucking steak in 9 months. It's a
This
fucking
is
plague. We're all gonna die.
Teleborg,
Yes.
please take it down a notch. Jeez. Okay, we got a call.
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Brad from Levittown. What's up?
Jesus, Brad, you're very loud. Okay, go ahead. What's your question for Mr. Kenny?
Well, what the hell?
Holy.
Because, because he says that we're cheap. I heard him. We're not cheap, dude. What's your deal? I'll take my answer off the air.
Did you get
Wait, I can't understand cheats. First of all, Brad Pitt calls me all the time.
I'm not sure what
Bomo. First of all, we all call Brad Pitt Bomo.
Okay. Look what someone put.
I know you're with Rogan.
Put this up for you, Kenny. I'm not sure what this is, but they drew this for you.
I see it
on our channel strader. I'm not sure what that is. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't even get the question. It was cheap or cheap. I don't know.
I don't know.
Here we go. We got another call for you, Kenny, coming in.
Thanks for calling. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Virginia from Virginia, and I was just hoping that Kenny could repeat the last 2 answers from the last 2 questions. All the colors, Hill Ferner.
Okay, all the colors to you.
Kenny, we just want you to repeat the last 2 questions from the last 2.
Teleborg,
take it down a notch. Come on.
Colors. I am a nightmare walker, psychopath talker. I saw colors in the movie theater.
Yeah, well, I see it every time I go to the movie theater. There's colors all over the place. You just got to look around, basically, open your eyes. There,
Yeah, well, we call them Afro-Americans now.
Oh, well, I was talking about T-shirts and stuff, but, whatever. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Another call coming in for you.
Thanks for calling Info Live. Now, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's Brad again.
Okay, Brad, you got the loudest phone. I think you got the loudest phone on the planet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What's your question?
He said no money. Cheap is what he said. It hurts, man.
Cheap.
So what's your question?
What I said was, my audience is catered to certain types of people. Okay, well, send me money then. Send me money. Send me your mom's diamond ring. I'll go make a show.
You make a show with the ring.
Money. I'm Jewish. I want money.
But
I want money.
Yeah, sure, but you'll take rings too.
This is Teleborg.
Hey, Teleborg, what are you doing, Teleborg?
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to do the show here. I know you're running a lot of the. Okay, let's see. We got comments. Let's take the phone call.
Hey, thanks for calling Info Live now. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Kyle. I'm out of Delco. I just want to know, how do I get my wife to actually call you guys? I'm just curious. I'll take my answer off the air.
Okay, thanks for calling, and all the colors to you.
He's at a
Maybe
Delco.
you should take your fist out of her mouth, you proud boy.
That's or is it Delco like a Proud Boy thing?
AC Delco.
Yeah, you get like a 12-volt battery for your tractor, or okay, we got another call.
You're talking to Info Live now. You got your name and where you're calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Adam, and I'm calling from California.
Hey, California, that's a pretty nice place. What's your question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
Yeah, it is. I'm wondering if he could have an erection for 24 hours or diarrhea for 24 hours, which would be the preferable choice?
I like it. All the colors to you, Hale Ferner, and listen to your question off the air. Thanks for calling.
I've had both for 33 years.
Teleborg, stop it. Okay, go ahead with your question, your answer, Kenny. That was either diarrhea or what was the other one? Diarrhea, or if you could have diarrhea or something else. More diarrhea? Okay.
Well, I think I answered it. I said I've had both for 33 years, but I would use my boner to make diarrhea.
Oh, I like that. I've never heard that technique before. I'm sorry, Teleborg is having freak out
It's
today.
called I'm a Little Teapot.
Oh, I didn't know it was called that.
Hi, what's your name and where you're calling from? You gotta, first let's do it then. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Taylor. I'm calling from Canada.
Oh, Taylor from Canada. It's Canada, an info January. Which is your question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
My question is, do you plan on releasing an HD version of all the episodes of Kenny vs. Spenny?
I like that question.
Thanks
for calling and all the other
releasing on Spenny. Yeah, I might pull. I have all the HD versions. I may pull them out. I've been waiting for a fucking Netflix to buy it.
Yes.
So just simmer down, brah.
She's got
problems. Let me try and sell the fucking thing. And if I can, I'll just give all of you the fucking Blu-rays, okay?
Okay.
The Jew-rays.
Yeah, by that time, Blu-ray is going to be like Brown-ray. They're going to get rid of that. It's like an old-fashioned thing. But, yeah, let's get this HD Kenny Spenny. I think that's a good idea. Let's take another call. Coming right in. I think this might be one of the last calls here. Let's see what they got.
Thanks for calling. Now, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Alberta from Alberta, and I just wanted to ask how Teleborg is feeling tonight.
Oh, that's very nice of you. It's supposed to be for Kenny, but maybe Kenny can answer Teleborg. Thank you for calling.
If Kenny knows how Teleborg is doing, that'll be fine for me.
Sure, great. All the colors to you.
All the colors.
I'm not going to speak for Teleborg.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good right now.
Okay, well that's good. She's feeling good. It seems like she's having a bit of a breakdown, but anyway, let's see who's calling.
Hi, thanks for calling Info Live now. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Sailor from Wisconsin.
Okay, great. What's your question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly say, like, I just actually recently binged your guys' show, like, 2 weeks ago on YouTube, and it's fucking great. So, kudos, dude.
Oh, thank you very much for that. We do the best we can. You know what, me and Teleborg, we do the best we can. So, what, you got a question for Mr. Kenny Hotz?
Yeah, so, like, I guess I was kind of wondering if there are any, like, humiliations that you guys, you know, like, if you could go over, like, maybe one or two that network turned down that said, like, no, can't do that.
I think that's a great question.
In the octopus episode, I had him give a rim job to a cat, the cat that I hung over him to get his octopus. He actually licked the cat's butt, and the broadcaster wouldn't take it, so we had to reshoot it, and he ate sushi out of my bum.
This is Teleborg.
Hey, Teleborg, take it down a notch.
Real good.
I have the footage of the cat, of him licking the cat's butt.
I'm feeling real good right now.
I'm sorry about this, Kenny. Teleborg is losing her mind tonight. But that's a great story that you originally.
Yes.
Okay, just stop it, okay, if you would. I mean, I'm just I don't know what else to say. But anyway, so yes, yeah, that was a great story about eating the cat's butt.
You know what? I'm gonna put out the footage of Spenny licking a cat's butt. How's that?
That's a great.
Would that make you guys happy?
I think so. Hey, you know what, Kenny? We have reached the end of the show. Believe it or not, there's so many people calling and blah blah blah.
I want to stay. I'm.
It could be worse. I guess you could be on The View. They only got 4 people over there. Here we got maybe 100 people are calling, but you know what? That's their problem. Because the show's over. So we're going to say goodnight to our esteemed guest. That was a real whopper of a chit-chat. And, I'm
going to go, let's meet at Spencer's website, poopsex.com.
Okay.
And we can chat there.
This is Teleborg.
Hey, Teleborg.
I'm feeling real good right now.
Yeah, we can tell that you are. Okay, well, Well, all right. The phone continues to ring, Kenny. What can I say? But,
yes.
Yeah, all right. But we're out of time.
I would hope so.
As it turns out. So that's all the time we got for tonight's show. We want to thank the moist and meaty Kenny Hotz. Yeah, look how moist you are right now for, letting us talk to his cornhole and, see what's going on in the world of Kenny. I think he might be just swallowing the entire internet here. He's deep-throating the internet. Good job, Kenny. I think the internet will appreciate that, actually. So thanks, Kenny, for being a part of Info Live Now. It's been more than a pleasure having you on, and I'm sure Teleborg would agree. But you know what? I'm not even going to ask her. So thank you, Kenny Hotz. Okay. Thanks so much. And, you're the best. And we hope to see you soon. And all the colors to you, Hale Ferner. Exactly. Okay. So, all right. That's it, folks. Come back next Thursday at our normal time, 7:47 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Info Live Now, your gateway to posse satisfaction. For our last week of Ojanita and Info January, for more surprises and guests, that's next Thursday right here on infochammel. Okay, we got some quick shouts out. And then we got to wrap it up. We got huge shouts out to our supporters on Patreon. It's Bill Thomason, Daniel Sullivan, Caller 23. Our Patreon is being reorganized this month, so be on the lookout for that. And I remind all our Patreons, if they want an individualized power screen for being a Patreon for questions regarding that, please email infochammel@gmail.com. Subject matter, Patreon power screens. Okay, let's do the shouts out. We got, we're going to do a brand new shouts out for Sheer Anitron and Two Wheel Union. How about that? They said, hey, shout out. So there it is. And we got some shout outs to the big shout outs, our Mega Donor Kebabs, S. Config, Andrew Ferguson, Dr. Reck, Derek Scheiball, Ariel and Goo, Domping and Nova, Ruben Kincaid, Brian Tex, Strawberry Fensler, Eric Zimmerman, Ninja Ginger, Ambi Tambor, Mike Gurovich, Dry Jacket, and you know what? We're going to finish our shouts out on the credits. Thanks a lot, Kenny. We'll see you later, and that's the end of this show. We're going to do the shouts out on the credits. All the colors to you, folks. We'll see you next week at our regular time. That is 7:47 p.m. PST. Kenny is going to break his camera for you. He's going to possibly break the computers of the earth. We'll see. That's you can check in next week and see what happened and who actually got injured or whatnot. All right, all the colors. Come back next week. You're watching Info Live Now. It's been, and Hail Ferner to you. We'll see you next week. That's right. You've watched Info Live Now, your gateway to mega positivity right here. And we've got some shout outs for Ruben Kincaid, Brian Temple, Abby Tambor, Dry Jacket Shear, Arthur Pimo, LC Coons, Keel, David Shuck, Leap the Loop, Money Girl Blaze, Positive Pyramid Power, Ultra 404, Guif, Begard, Mr. Zilla, Maya Maran, Meticulac, Mr. Precious, and our brother sister stations on Roku, OSI 74, Outer Space International 74, and Ogus OGUS. They're both on Roku. If you missed anybody, well, we'll try to get you next time. Come back every Thursday night live. Infochammel, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Roku, 7:47 p.m. PST. Next week only. Next week we got another Ojanita. Thanks for tuning in. All the colors to you.